We are live, right? Yeah. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Quran Sports. And this video is dedicated to India's win at Lords. What a test match we had. What a last day we had. To witness a test match going into the last day itself is very rare nowadays. But then to which such action in the last day, it's terrific. Rishi, how are you? Welcome to the show again.
Yes, I'm good. How are you, Santosh?
Yeah, very good. Especially after that win, we're going into the last day. I thought India would be bundled out by before lunch because half side was gone and Pant was the only recognized batsman left. And then after that, Pant also got out, but the Bumrah and Shami show, as everyone's saying it. Your thoughts on that?
Um, yes, we saw all the bowlers contributing equally in this game. Like
Yeah,
Bumrah contributed with bat ball, then Siraj contributed with the ball, and his batting only did not come. We would not, we did not think of India not being all out in the second inning. We all thought that India will get all
yeah.
out, very soon. But then the way the way Shami and Bumrah played. What do you want to say about that?
Yeah, I don't know if you know this, but then Michael Vaughan had said that India's tail is pretty useless, and that Ishan Sharma is the less useless of all the tail of India. But let's say that India's tail made more runs than England's top order. So I don't know who's useless here. So yeah, that's the thing. No one expected it. No one expected it, to be honest. I thought, as I said before, the match, like the innings would be ended before lunch on day five. But Bumrah and Shami, we saw a different side of Bumrah in this test match. He got aggressive. Usually he's pretty quiet and does his job and picks his wickets and he's pretty quiet. But this time he came out aggressive. England did a big mistake by poking Bumrah and Shami. I can say that. And I also felt that Root lost his game. We saw the field being pushed back to Bumrah and Shami. He didn't really attack the tailenders. So that was a big mistake. They focused on getting revenge for what happened to Anderson rather than getting them out. So I think India capitalized on that and posted a huge total.
Actually, he dropped a catch as well. Joru dropped a simple
Yeah,
catch.
he
I
just
think he
seemed
dropped a
so he just seemed so lost in all the drama that was
catch.
happening.
Yeah. He
Yeah,
actually went out and then he came in. He went out to the dressing room and he
yeah,
walked in, and then I think after 2 overs itself he dropped a catch, and that catch
yeah,
was in slips. It was Jasprit Bumrah's catch, I think, and he
yeah.
dropped that catch, and from there on they scored on another 30 runs. So
Yeah, India got
that is
119 runs or something in that one session. That's the most runs scored in any session till now in this series. So
and
that's
even
a
even
terrific
top
performance.
even top order batsmen don't score so many runs like in one session.
Exactly. India's useless tail has scored 119 runs in one session. Then I don't know who's useless. Let's go to the first day now. India lose the toss as usual, and and India put into bat. But Rohit Sharma and KL Rahul. Rohit Sharma is showing his test match classical side as a batsman. His defense is very strong. Usually his follow through is up till here in ODS and T20s, but now it's just stuck here, and he knows what he's doing in every single ball. So I think that innings, that partnership in the context of the game is something which is very crucial. Because if
Right.
they didn't stand there for that whole day, almost the whole day, then I don't think
True.
India would have posted that whole big total. So your thoughts on KL Rahul and Rohit Sharma?
Actually, when the batting actually started, India started batting, and then Rohit Sharma was going in a flow. He was going quick. He was scoring quick runs, and KL Rahul was actually going slow. We did not
Yeah.
expect KL Rahul to end up scoring 100, such a big 100. But yes, I was slightly disappointed when Rohit Sharma got out, because the way he's getting out from last 2 3 innings were almost the same. He's playing that
Mm.
shot which which is his master stroke, but then
Yeah.
he's getting out on the same shot as well. So it is okay. He did not play the best inning of his life, but then yes, we can actually say that KL did play his best inning of his life. The way he scored all the runs all over all over the ground he scored, and then he was only the man of the match. So
Yeah,
if
I
that
think
runs were not scored, then just imagine where Indian team would be right now. Yeah,
yeah,
Deep.
I mean, the innings was the difference maker in my opinion, because this was more of a. I mean, it was a high scoring game, but all the bowlers contributed equally. So I think that's where India won the match. But the difference was made when KL Rahul gave that stand and got those big runs. And
Yeah,
after that, again, the middle order in the first innings, they suffered a setback. And then after that, India posted some good runs. And second innings, I mean, first innings for England, again, Joe Root. I mean, massive respect for that man to come in and score every single innings and to carry the team in that manner. I think he's done a very good job. I mean, yes, towards the end of the fifth day, he got carried away and lost his way.
yeah,
But the 180 runs he put on, I think that's what took the match till the fifth day. Otherwise, India would have bundled them out in second day itself, and then fourth day match would have gotten over. Yeah.
true.
So, what do you think about Joe Root and England's batting?
Joe Root is, that's why they say that the Fab Four, right? Joe Root and Virat Kohli are part
Yeah,
of the Fab Four. So that's where we see the best versus best. I mean,
yeah,
even when India had four good bowlers bowling at him, and Jadeja also was there, and he ended up scoring 180 runs. I mean, yes, he scored it in his home conditions, but yeah, scoring 180 is not small. So
yeah,
yeah, that inning hero he'll not forget, and even Indians won't forget that inning because that inning went in vain for for England and India
yeah,
one result from there. I mean that is slightly unbelievable, right? Like when a
yeah,
batsman scores 1 runs, they take the lead of 30 runs, and then you actually win the match from there. So that is one thing which we want to see, and another thing which I would observed here is Mohammad Siraj has he's improving and improving very quickly. Like, he's
yeah,
getting better in his bowling so fast that we just saw him bowling in Australian series. Then when he came to India, I don't think he got a chance, or maybe one match he got a chance. But we had played only 2 games at home, and then straight away he went into England, where he doesn't have any experience of those
true.
conditions. Maybe he has played some games before that, but those were only list A games, not international
Yeah,
games. He played against this England side who has beaten so many sides previously, and
yeah,
then getting 8 wickets in total against this team is, I mean, it is something which is uh, phenomenal. What do you
yeah.
think about
Yeah,
Siraj?
I mean, Mohammad Siraj. I mean, he's improving innings by innings. That's what I would like to say about him. Because he in the first England's first innings, when Joe Root and Bairstow, had that partnership going, he was the only bowler who looked like he's going to get a wicket. I mean, Bumrah was a bit tired, and Ishant and Shami weren't really bowling like they were going to get a wicket. But Siraj, whenever it comes to the crease, he has that that feeling and that he has the energy that he translates to the ball, and it's like almost every ball is trying to get a wicket. So that's a very big plus for India, and he's still pretty young, so he has a long way to go. So this is a big prospect for India. And then let's go to India's second. Oh yeah, you want to say something? Yeah,
So he's actually being a threat for Ishant Sharma. Like when
yeah,
India was searching for a bowler like Ishant Sharma, I mean, who is less injury prone, and India has
yeah.
actually found out that Mohammad Siraj is turning out to be a bowler like Ishant Sharma, who
Hmm.
can actually swing the ball both the ways. He can swing it in very sharply. We saw him,
Yeah,
bowling so many balls which actually went very close to the stumps but did not hit the stumps,
yeah.
and he was actually running with his hands back behind the head, and he himself couldn't believe, and all the players were jumping around because even they couldn't believe how that ball did not hit the stump.
Yeah, but
That
probably
happens so many times. Yeah,
probably one complaint I'll have on him is that he has to stop being carried away in reviews. He has to
yeah,
calm down and analyze stuff before he goes for the review, not just the captain, because the captain, I mean, at times he's pushed so much that he has to take the review, but then even if he knows it's not out, so yeah, he has to calm down there a little bit. But yeah, otherwise he's a phenomenal talent for India and a big prospect.
right.
um,
Talking about reviews, Rishabh Pant has actually, he's proving to be a very, you know, kind of, you can say he's proven to be an asset because, you
yeah,
know, before we used to have a keeper like MS Dhoni who used to be a very accurate with keeping. We used to tell Dhoni review system. So
Yeah.
now we can actually say that Pant also is, following his paths, and it's, going out to be in, almost all the reviews which Pant said that we need to take a review, he actually won those reviews, I think. And
True.
whichever
Yeah.
he did not say that, he said that Kohli don't take the review, and Kohli took that review, and India actually lost that review.
Lost those reviews. Correct.
Yeah, if you would have seen this over two games, this last match which we won, and even the match which we actually had to win, this could have been 2-0 at this point.
Yeah.
But
The last match, I mean,
yeah,
rain came and spoiled it for us.
yeah, exactly. But it would have been 2-0 by now. India has
Yeah.
actually a chance to win all the five games by
Yeah.
then. But yeah, let's come back to Rishabh Pant. I mean, we haven't seen such an accurate keeper, right? Like in recent times, so many keepers
Yeah.
are missing their reviews. So many captains are losing their reviews. Even
Mm.
Virat Kohli's review percentage isn't that great. But
Yeah.
from the time Rishabh Pant is, there, we have seen a slight, um, you know, a good thing that he's been good, and I think he'll prove to be a better keeper. Even as a keeper also, he's jumping here and there. Shami's bowling those outswingers, and
Yeah. He's very acrobatic. I mean, we troll him. People used to troll him for his weight before and all, but now he's answering them in style. He's the most acrobatic in the Indian team probably. So I
correct,
mean,
correct.
that's a big plus for India. Yeah. So let's
He,
go to the let's,
yeah, correct. Let's go to the
let's go to the India second innings. After that, so there's a lead of 25. I mean, India's in deficit of 25. Both openers go early, and then Kohli comes in and he looks settled, but then he gets out. And then after
right.
that, Pujara and Rahane. So to be honest, I thought Pujara would be bundled out because
Hmm.
he had completely no runs coming into this match, especially in this innings. And there's a lot of pressure on both Pujara and Rahane to deliver. But I think they both answered it back in style. See, Pujara, he scored only 45 runs, but the 200 balls he faced is more important because if he had gotten out early and if Pant had to follow, I don't think Pant would have had the base to go after the bowling, which would have same for Bumrah and Shami. So I think they gave the base, and Pujara and Rahane was exceptional in my opinion. He knew which balls to go after and which balls to leave alone. It was a perfect innings in my opinion. And Pujara, you know, uh, people criticize his game. He's saying that he's too slow and he doesn't really get those runs. But then to come out and still play that game and still manage to win a game for India, in his own style, is something that we all have to appreciate. So on Pujara and Rahane,
See, first I would say about Rahane, because he's been, in you can say that he's the vice captain. He has responsibility. People say that he has team responsibility. Why is he having it? I mean, if he's not scoring well, why is he being given the responsibility? So yeah, see, Rahane has actually been proving over and over. Like he proved in
yeah,
Australia, he proved a series later right now in England, that why Rahane is in the team. I mean, people
yeah,
keep saying that Rahane should be removed or Rahane should be replaced. Even I was talking about that sometime back, that Rahane can be replaced, but then you know we can think about who can be his replacement later, like for
yeah,
2 years later, because we need to have that smooth transition.
yes,
If we can keep him out, after we win the series, or after we actually, get that series from England, or even in future as well. But we cannot replace him right now. I mean, if you replace him right now, then there's no point, right? Because somebody new will come into the team. He won't have that much experience, and
yeah,
then he won't be playing such crucial knocks for you. He might, turn
and
out to be crucial for you when it's not required as much as it was required in the last innings when he played.
yeah,
If he wouldn't have played there, even Pujara wouldn't have played from the other side. These both are
yeah,
playing, they were playing, and the opposition got tired. We could
yeah,
actually see them, they were tired, they were frustrated, they were removing the frustration on Pujara. They were saying, they were verbally talking, and I mean, all those things were going on. This banters and sledges and everything was going on.
yeah.
We saw Virat Kohli getting back at them later on. And
Mm.
yeah, so coming to Pujara, Pujara's inning was. I actually felt that he should have scored little faster when he was actually scoring. But then after the match got over, I actually understood that no, yes, Pujara's innings was, underrated in this whole
Yeah,
India
it
win.
was.
If
It
Pujara
was.
wouldn't have played those 200 balls, India wouldn't have survived till day. The match wouldn't have survived till day five.
Different.
I
Yeah.
mean, as you said that India would have bundled out, uh, you know, England when Joe Root was, if Joe Root would have got out. Even this
Mm.
innings was as important as Joe Root's
Important.
innings was for India. Yeah, he did not score 100, but then even he did not score 50 runs as well. But he played those 200 balls, so that was very important.
Yeah, true. So, guys, comment and get involved with us. I mean, if you interact, we can have more fun. And now, coming to the controversy. So, when Anderson came into bat in their first innings, Bumrah, got shot and really got up to Anderson, and Anderson didn't like that. And I mean, I don't think that's that's sportive of Anderson because everyone knows that tailenders have a weakness against the short ball, and everyone will come and challenge you against when they bowl against you. So I mean, you can't expect people to bowl you a half
Yeah.
volley just because you're a number 11. That makes no sense. So I think Bumrah did was correct, and Anderson, I don't know. I mean, your thoughts on that?
See, when we go to Australia, we don't say, right, that do not bowl bouncers to our
Yeah,
number 11, or even they even bowl to our batsmen as well. Even if they have to save the match, they have to bowl the bouncers, they have to bowl the balls which are required. I mean, you
yeah,
cannot complain. You cannot say a bowler when you're playing a match that you cannot bowl me this. You have to bowl me only
yeah,
that ball because I can play only that ball. I cannot play this ball. So it's not just about bouncer, it is even about Yorker as well. You cannot say the bowler that I don't bowl me Yorker. You cannot say Bumrah tomorrow that do not bowl Yorker. I cannot play Yorker. You'll break my leg. So you cannot say that way. You have to face a bowler when you're at international cricket or even you're at club cricket. You do not have the you know the
right.
the luxury of telling a bowler that do not bowl me this ball, or you cannot tell a batsman as well that do not hit this shot. I'm going to bowl
Yeah,
a bouncer, but do not pull it or do not hook it or even cut it.
cut it.
You,
Yeah,
you do defend it. Your batsman cannot defend the short ball, right? I mean, he can
yeah.
defend it, he can probably duck it,
Go up
but
to short leg or something. Yeah,
yeah. So from cricket point of view, actually this controversy doesn't actually make sense because you're
yeah,
fighting for something that doesn't exist. I mean, if he's doing something wrong, he's talking so much. I mean, if he's going out of control or he's giving such looks which are not required, then making
mm,
a point of it is, actually it does make sense. But when somebody is going, see, when we went to Australia, so many times Pujara got hit on his on his body. Everywhere he got hit. He got hit on his helmet. He got hit on his, everywhere. Even Steve Smith has got hit by Jofra Archer, but that time Steve Smith did not complain that why is Jofra Archer bowling those bodyline bounces. So
true.
even Jimmy Anderson cannot tell, right. Even when Bumrah came to bat, they took the revenge. They
Yeah,
asked Mark Wood to bowl those fast balls on his helmet, and actually Bumrah gave him a reply. He pulled that ball and that went for a boundary.
yeah.
So that was the best reply by Bumrah, I feel.
Yeah, I mean, I think in this match, all 11 players of India were involved. It just seemed, they all had that fire in them that they had to win and, do it for Bumrah and, make sure that they don't go down because of the sledging. So that was something very refreshing to see. And I think it'll continue for the years to come in Indian cricket. And then after that, Bumrah and Shami, we already spoken about them. They played beautifully. I mean, from now on, we can expect more runs from them because this will give them immense confidence. To play against a quality England attack is in England is no joke. And then after that, we'll go to India's bowling.
Yeah.
I think Siraj stole the show there for me. When he gets one, he has to get two. And I think that's a wonderful habit of his. I love that habit of his. So yeah, on Siraj for one final time.
Even Shardul also is the same way. I mean, we missed Shardul in this game, but
Yeah,
even Shardul is similar way. He won't get a wicket for 10 overs, and then in 11th over he'll get two wickets. So
yeah,
that's what he did in first test, and even Siraj also is continuing that. He got a wicket, and then next ball he got another wicket. Even Ishan did the same thing. So I think
yeah,
Indian bowlers are having that, yeah, that new meta of getting two wickets in a single over. I mean,
yeah.
and that Sam Curran got out on first ball
Two pair. Yeah.
on both the innings he got, and he is the replacement of Ben Stokes. I mean, just
Mhm.
just imagine how much pressure he has because Ben Stokes is the the best player you can ever that England has ever probably
He's a
faced in
complete
their
player.
life.
He can do everything.
Yeah, he can do anything and everything at the time. He can field in the slips. He can bowl. He can bat. I mean that is any player can do that. But he can field in the slips. He can field at point covers anywhere. He can field as
Yeah.
well. You can play him as a fielder like Jadeja does.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you have seen Jadeja, he played this game as a fielder, and he, he came in as a part-time bowler. Like he bowled those overs, but he did not give any runs.
Yeah.
What do you think about Shami and Bumrah's bowling in the second inning? I mean, they did not get wickets as many as Siraj got, but then what do you think about the line and length which they were bowling?
I mean, see, Shami, he gave a lot of extras. We saw that there were a lot of buys which went. But I think he stuck to the plan, but he didn't execute it correctly. Because India had the runs to play with. The runs was never a worry after England lost 2 or 3 wickets. So he could afford to do that, and I think he bowled really well. I mean, both of them, Bumrah and Shami, they stuck to their plans, which is very important, and it was pretty evident what they knew what they were doing. So in short, that's the motto. If you know what they're doing, then I think wickets will come eventually. The numbers don't matter. And
But
yeah,
do you think that
yeah,
they both have been unlucky? Like, I mean, or less lucky maybe, because they have not. I mean, they have been bowling well, and even the batsmen have been doing faults, more faults for their bowling. But then they are not getting that wickets which they actually want. Which they actually want. Like,
well, Bumrah got 9 in the first match, so I think he got his reward. But Shami is always unlucky. I don't know. It's just something with Shami that he doesn't get wickets. He beats the batsman every single over at least twice, but he doesn't get the edge. And if he gets the edge, it doesn't carry. So it just keeps happening with Shami. But we can't take anything away from because he doesn't get the wickets. He's a terrific bowler, and I think he builds the pressure, which makes Siraj and other bowlers get the wickets. So I think it's equally important. So yeah, Shami has been the unlucky one. Bumrah, he has got the wickets. He's got the runs also now. So yeah, so both of them have been doing wonderfully for India.
yeah,
And I think England lost the match because they got carried away by the the Anderson saga, whatever you want to call it. If they had been more concentrated and tried getting Bumrah's wicket or Shami's wicket instead of bouncing them and getting the revenge, then I don't want to say they would have won the match, but who knows what would have happened. So yeah, your thoughts on one final thoughts on the game?
um, we actually did not feel like we missed Ashwin in this game. I mean, this
Hmm.
doesn't happen generally. Like, at least in recent times, it hasn't happened that Ashwin hasn't played a test match, and India has won that test match, and that too, India has played with one spinner, and that is not Ashwin. So that is
Yeah.
slightly surprising, but it is good that India has managed to win a game without Ashwin. So it is not like India is dependent on anybody.
Yeah,
Even
even in
first game
the
also India was in correct.
Yeah, even the 2018 tour, the star bowler was Ashwin and the star batsman was Virat. But
Yeah,
Virat is not in form right now, and Ashwin hasn't played both the matches. But India is still in winning position, so that's something very welcoming for India, and that shows that India is just not about one or two players, but the whole team itself. So
yeah,
that's
Ashwin.
something.
Yeah, Ashwin can be left outside, but Virat cannot be left outside.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
mean,
not saying to leave him outside. It's just that he's not been in form.
I'm just saying that if Virat is left outside, just as a situation, if Virat is a normal player, okay, he's not a captain of Indian team. Just imagine that he's just a normal player like anybody else, and he's left outside. Somebody else comes in his position, and what if that guy actually turns out to be a star player, or India doesn't miss Virat Kohli in that position? Like now, India is not missing Ashwin. So
Yeah,
if Virat Kohli is left outside and India doesn't, actually miss Virat, then what do you think?
I mean, I think it should be what's good for the team because if India doesn't miss Virat, that means the other players doing a very good job. I mean, Virat's caliber and the standards are somewhere, we can't explain those by words. And if a person is able to do that, I mean, replicate that, then I mean, it should be replaced Virat. So
So,
yeah, but then right now he's the captain and he's a terrific player. Don't doubt about that. So he'll
yeah.
make the runs.
And the 100 will come soon.
Yeah, hopefully. And yeah,
Yeah,
guys,
hopefully.
that's that's the video, guys. Please interact with us, put it in the comments, and then like the video, share the video, subscribe to our channel. We'll be coming out with more videos pretty often. So yeah, that's the video, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks. Bye, Rishi.
Bye bye.